You can hear me well?
Yes, from Sri Lanka. Good evening.
It's good to see you, Mira,
Yes.
after our big meeting in Geneva.
Yes.
Thanks so much for joining us.
Yeah.
Thanks, everyone. Um, I will um, I will not introduce everyone, but I think we'll have a time for that, for a round of introductions. And Lubna will guide us. She will be our master of ceremony today. But I just want to welcome, on behalf of the entire EORE advisory group, I would like to welcome all of you, together with my co-chair, with Furat Al-Malkawi, with us. Both of us, we are the co-chair of this group. It's really an amazing coalition of now 18 entities. So we have 16 international organizations, and we have 2 national authorities. These days, those national authorities are from Lebanon and also from Colombia. And I think we have Lebanon with us also today. So really, it's really a great opportunity for me to remind you the importance of this group. It was established in 2019, a little bit more than 5 years ago. And this group was really the goal, the objective was really to raise the profile of explosive ordnance risk education as a key pillar, and also to professionalize the sector. It was really needed for us, for most of us in Mine Action. Of course, EORE is a critical pillar that can contribute to save lives, that can contribute to make people feel safer in the areas where they live, that can contribute to the SDGs. It's a very meaningful group. We have UN entities, we have NGOs that are part of this group. And as I said, we always have 2 national authorities who actually bring the voice of the entire um, group of state parties, the entire group of member states who can bring their voice through this alliance dedicated to EORE. It's even now being institutionalized as such this group, as we have a few years back, there was UN General Assembly resolution on mine action, on indiscriminate weapons, and they really appreciated, and I'm not talking here about the UN, I'm really talking about member states, they really appreciated the role of this group. And we had even a recommendation from the Secretary General to really apply this approach to other sectors such as victim assistance. So it's just a testimony, an example of how this group has been influential, has been really a game changer. And I will just give one more example. As you may know now, we in the CCM, the Convention on Cluster Munitions, and in the APMBC, the Mine Ban Treaty, we have now reached a consensus where state parties agree that we have designated within the machinery of the Mine Ban Treaty and the CCM, there is a focal point, there is a coordinator dedicated to EORE from the side of the state parties. So this is really a change that would not have been possible without this group, this large coalition. And I forgot to mention that we have a very strong secretariat, and this secretariat, you know all them very well. And this is the GICHD, the Geneva International Center for Humanitarian Demining, which is represented by our secretary, Lubna, with us today. Before I hand over to Lubna, I just want to give the floor to my dear co-chair, Furat, in case you want to add anything for this introduction. Over to you, Lubna.
To Furat first.
Sorry, I meant, of course, Forat, and then Lubna. Thanks. Sorry.
No, thank you so much, Ug. You covered everything. And thank you so much, everyone, for joining us. It's a pleasure having you all in this call. Ug, my colleague, has covered everything on the advisory group. For myself, I joined the advisory group 2 years now. And just like Ug mentioned, it's very productive and it's very important working group that was put together to showcase that, like, to raise the profile of explosive ordnance risk mitigation, given that risk mitigation is not only linked to mine action, it links to the broader mine action, to the broader protection cluster or sector. And it could be integrated into other sectors as well, given that risk mitigation is one of the main activities, I would say, that when clearance cannot happen, risk mitigation can be the one to kick in to the communities and do the interventions, the first interventions of mine action. So it's very much important. We've done very good advocacy over the past few years to raise the profile of mine action, not just within the communities and the importance of it, but on a high level, like Ug mentioned, on the CCM and the Mine Ban Treaty. So it is it's really good to have the National Mine Action Authorities with us, because they're the one given a voice to the broader authorities, not just within their countries. So yeah, thank you so much for joining us and putting your name in the mix. Over to you, Lubna, to guide us on the next steps.
Hello, everyone. This is Lubna Allam, and I'm the Secretariat of the EORE Advisory Group, and I'm also Program Officer at the EORE program at GICHD. I'm very pleased to be with you here today and present a brief overview of the voting process for the elections of the Mine Action Authorities representatives to the EORE Advisory Group. This process, as Ug and Furat mentioned, it ensures diverse representation and participation from national authorities in shaping the global efforts of EORE. Just a reminder that this meeting is recorded and will be shared with national mine action authorities for the voting process, which I'm going to explain in details later. So the process is guided by transparency, by confidentiality, by inclusivity, and its goal is strengthening the representation of affected contexts and affected countries within the AG. So the chosen representatives will contribute to technical insights, support us with the implementation and the design of the work plan, help ensure national perspectives were reflected in the AG meetings and the overall initiatives. So the two representatives are going to be elected for 2 years. In general, it's a 2-year term, and the current term is coming to an end, and the two representatives will cover the term from the 1st of June 2025 until the end of May, until the 31st of May 2027. So as a reminder, as you know, we started for the call of nominations. We called for nominations mid-January of this year, and we received 6 candidates: the Croatian Mine Action Center, the Armenian Center for Humanitarian Demining and Expertise, the Iraqi Kurdistan Mine Action Agency, the National Mine Action Center Sri Lanka, the Libyan Mine Action Center, and the Social Welfare Department, the merged district of the government of Khyber in Pakistan. Afterwards, after we received these candidacy, we invited the candidates to join us for the presentation today, in which they will introduce themselves and present their motivation. For the voting period, we are going to have an online voting that will take place starting today till the 15th of May. So each mine action authority can only cast one vote. So only one voting form will be accepted per mine action authority or center or organization. In case we receive more than one form from one organization, we will count the vote that is more senior, or in case of equal seniority, the vote that is received earlier will be counted. So another thing is that mine action authorities cannot vote for themselves, and the votes in general are going to be strictly confidential. No one besides the EORE AG co-chairs and the secretary will have access to know who voted for whom. And the announcement of the results will take place by the end of May. So we are going to announce the results to the mine action authorities, as well as for the EORE advisory group. So in case there is a tie in the voting, criteria such as geographical diversity, gender balance, and EORE expertise will apply. If the tie remains, we are going to have a random draw. So now we are going to invite the candidates in alphabetical order of their centers to present their 5-minute speech to us. They are going to briefly introduce themselves and the relevant expertise in EORE, and also they are going to outline how they will represent the mine action authorities in the EORE advisory group starting 1st of June 2025. So without further ado, I invite the Armenian Center for Humanitarian Demining and Expertise, the CHDE, to please unmute yourself and start with your presentation. You have the floor. Thank you very much. I think you are on mute. Can you please unmute yourself?
You hear me?
Perfect, yes.
Hello, everyone. I'm very glad to participate in this nomination. I'm an EORE specialist in the Republic of Armenia. I'm Mary. I've been working for the National Mine Action Authority for over 3 years. And within the framework of mine action, I'm focused on EORE programs implementation, dedicated to reducing the impact of explosive ordnance on vulnerable populations. Through direct engagement and culturally sensitive approaches, I have helped increase awareness and reduce the risks posed by explosive ordnance among at-risk populations. My work involves community engagement, training local educators. Also, it is driven by a deep commitment to empowering communities with life-saving knowledge they need to stay safe in hazardous environments. And now I have a privilege of representing CHD in the EORE advising group. In the next 2 years, we need to further deepen our partnerships and its framework with NGOs, with the communities, with the international partners. And CHD in Armenia communicates with the government of the Republic of Armenia in accordance with established procedure. We plan and implement safe behavior training with various ethnic groups in the communities that are at mine risk, taking into account the gender aspects, as well as the customs and traditions of the given settlement. So we currently focus on EORE for communities and school-based programs. For 2024, in collaboration with the Ministry of Education, Science, Culture and Sports of the Republic of Armenia and with UNICEF. A working group was created, developed the module, as well as the safe behavior teaching methodology, sorry, and a special guidebook for educators. Explosive ordnance risk education subject was introduced into the schools as part of curriculum. EORE component was included in schools. Teachers participated in relevant professional training. This was a pilot program, and after evaluating the results, it will be introduced in the educational institutions. For children from 6 to 10 years and 10 years old and above, we have decided and created educational games about EORE, safe behavior. The goal of the game is to teach the rules of avoiding the dangers of mines and unexploded ordnance, as well as maintaining safe behavior. It's important to reach the end of the game safely. So after testing and after approval, it is planned to apply and donate it to educational institutions. I will thank you very much for listening to me, and special thanks to the organizers and participants of such events. In my actions, the exchange of experience and the formation of groups with people with different experiences are very important, and it is one of the ways to improve efficiency. I believe that through strong targeted messaging, we can save lives and build safer communities. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And now I invite the Croatian Mine Action Center, CROMAC, to take the floor. Kindly please unmute yourself and start with your presentation.
Thank you very much. Good morning, afternoon, and evening to everyone. I greet the co-chairs and secretary as well as the other candidates. My name is. Do you hear me? Yes. Do you hear me? Yes.
Yes.
Oh, okay, thank you. My name is Marta Kovacic, and I'm nominated on behalf of the Croatian Mine Action Center. First of all, a few facts about my education. I graduated from the Faculty of Economics, University of Zagreb in 1996. Then I worked for 7 years in banking, especially in marketing, including media relations and other things involved marketing. 21 years ago, I started working at the Croatian Mine Action Center as a senior public relations advisor. The job included, among other things, daily attendance of the center management's briefings, as well as editing the center website. This gave me the opportunity to become deeply familiar with all aspects of mine action. After that, in 2008, I moved to the position of the senior advisor for mine risk education and mine victim assistance. At that time, I was, so to say, one-man band for mine risk education and victim assistance. I managed the mine victim database and proceeds and analyzed data on casualties. I prepared training plans and various educational materials, conducted trainings throughout Croatia and abroad, and prepared reports on the activities carried out. I work with various target groups, children's, farmers, mountaineers, foresters, firefighters, emergency services, and others. I participated in the establishment and then in the work of the coordination body related to education, which involved different ministries from Croatia and non-governmental and civil society organizations. I organized several courses for trainers who came from associations of veterans of the Homeland War. Just to add, we have war in Croatia from 1990 till 1995. For 5 years, we have Homeland War, and after that, we had 13,000 of square kilometers of mine-affected areas. I was organizing the celebration of the International 4th of April and Croatian Mine Awareness Month, which was also in April, with various manifestations and media events. I cooperated with the police on the project Less Weapons, Less Tragedies, and this project is and now in progress, still for 15 years and more. The Croatian Mine Action Center was founded by the government of the Republic of Croatia in 1998 and operated independently until 2019, when it was merged with the Ministry of the Interior and became a part of the newly established Civil Protection Directorate. Since then, I have continued to do all the work related to mine risk education, along with other work related to the National Civil Protection Training Center. Last year and this year, I participated in the education of educators from Ukraine, which was carried out in Croatia, organized by the Ministry of Foreign and European Affairs and non-governmental civil society organization. The best indicator of the success of work in this area is the fact that after 2004, no deaths of persons under the age of 18 have been recorded in Croatia. And that's the goal, what we have to strive with these educational activities. First of all, I would like to congratulate to all of you who has participated in the work of the Explosive Ordnance Risk Education Advisory Group so far on the exceptional results you have achieved in just a few years of work. Areas that can be improved in the work of the Mining Center are the coordination of educational activities, in my opinion, empowerment and assistance to educators in the application of all guidelines and strategic documents issued so far, by organizing a workshop where they will have the opportunity to make concrete and practical improvements in their work on the spot. Numerous documents that have become available to everyone by being published on the website are not available in reality, because people who conduct education often have the problem of lack of time for training and accepting new guidance. At the workshops, they would also have the opportunity to think and prepare procedures for increasing the media and social visibility of education in their community. Teamwork, especially international, is inspiring, opens up many new opportunities for progress in all fields. There is a positive synergy between people who love doing work that results in saving lives, and I think there is no greater reward than that for all participants. Finally, I'm very happy to announce that Croatia will be clear of mines by March next year. I would like to thank you for the opportunity to present a small part of my 20 years of experience in conducting education in my country. Thank you.
Thank you very much for your presentation. And now I give the floor to the Iraqi Kurdistan Mine Action Agency, ICMA, to take the floor. Please, the floor is yours.
Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone.
Hello, we hear you perfectly.
I hope you are hearing very good. It's the first time for me. Let's introduce myself. My name is Bahman Osman Kakasadullah. It's okay for you? You are hearing me? It's okay?
Yes.
Okay. I'm currently work as a training supervisor in Suleimani Mine Action Center, which is a part of the Iraqi Kurdistan Mine Action Agency, ICMA. I have been involved in Kurdistan Mine Action Program since 1998, starting with manual clearance operation teams, which were operated by the European Landmine Solution under the supervision of the UNOPS. Later, I was selected to be as an instructor to conduct the training course. Eventually, I progressed to the position of training manager supervising 3 training centers in the 3 provinces of the Iraqi Kurdistan region. Since 2005, I have been working as a training manager as Suleimania Mine Action Center, where I continue to develop and manage and deliver training program for the mine action personnel. I understand I am not a direct member of the explosive ordnance risk education team, but throughout the continuous and parallel work with them over the years, I have gained practical knowledge and a solid understanding of this field. The close working together, which allowed me and helped me to arrange my training program with risk education efforts and supporting the implementation of the more integrated and community response approach. Over time, I realized that the clearance operation alone was not enough to protect my community. Therefore, I expanded my focus to support the EORE teams and that equip people with the knowledge and they needed to stay safe from the explosive hazards. With more than 26 years of combined experience, clearance, training, risk education, I will ensure that the lesson I learned or we are learning from our national program, we share it with the advisory groups and we will advocate for practical and community centralized approach that address the real needs of the affected people. I look forward to cooperate and exchanging knowledge and working together with all of you to strengthen the global EORE efforts. My goal is to bring forward the voice of our mine-affected community and contribute through the evidence-based field-driven knowledge. Thank you for your much. I will be sure that all the information that I will gain it from this meeting, I will pass it to my staff or my college in explosive ordnance teams, and we will share all the information. We will discuss it. We came with the new feedback to you. Thank you for this opportunity, and Thank you for everyone.
Thank you very much for your presentation. And now I give the floor to the Libyan Mine Action Center.
Hi, everyone. Can you hear me? Is it good?
Yes.
Okay. At the first, I would like to thank you, everyone, thank you for everyone to have a chance like to speak myself a little bit. Also, I need like to add to explain my expertise and achievement during like 14 years in EORE section. My name is Khalid El Wadawi. I currently work at the head of department in Libya Mine Action Center as EORE since 2015. But about before that, I'm start with EORE section with Handicap International since 2011. I work with them 2 months as volunteer. Then I joined with them as a EORE team member in February 2012. Then I'm become the team leader, then the deputy program manager with Handicap International in 2014. After that, we had a big conflict in the capital of Libya, Tripoli. So all the international NGOs go out of Libya and work remotely from Tunisia. So I joined in the EORE campaign under umbrella of LibMAC because because after the conflict, a lot of families flee from the war. So we did the volunteer campaign during 6 months, 8 months to do risk education. To save life of civilians and reduce the victims. After that, it was 2014-15. In 2016, I joined with the Libya Mine Action as a head of department, EORE department with the LibMAC, and I still hold the position until now. The most of important my responsibility in this section, it's like start with the contribution to drafting the RE national standard as part of Libya Mine Action Standard that was developed with support of UNMAS Libya in 2016, and still continued the review update of RE standard like methods and approaches to meet the national requirement and overcomes of urgent challenges. That's my duty now. Also, in addition, I have a representative of LibMAC since 2016 in several cases of key national and international EORE activity, meetings, events, and used to support some relevant side events at the annual National Director meeting in Geneva. Also, I organized the relevant planning and coordinate workshop meetings with the relevant mine action stakeholders and humanitarian sector, with the aim of identify ways to improve effectiveness of EORE with Libyan Mine Action Program and to ensure integration EORE into the other mine action pillars like humanitarian, protection, education, and development sector, and identify ways to increase the coverage of quality of EORE program in Libya. Also, my routine duties inside my sector, such as I give accreditation for the implementation partner here in Libya for the EORE team. Also, I give the task orders, monitoring of their activity. I do evaluations for them activity. That's in general. I'll not be like to be long. So I would like to finish my brief This is Bish, and my contribution in Libya Mine Action program and this topic to develop the draft of national mine action strategy for the Libyan program. As you know, now the Libyan mine action, we start planning to do a strategy plan for 3 years. So since last year, I support with the Libyan team from GICHD to work closely, with the Libyan team to provide the strategy, direction, and technical guidance on EORE pillar, included priority setting and resource allocation. Finally, I would like to repeat to thank you for everyone, and hope that will be living up your expectation when you nominated me for the membership. And have a good day.
Thank you. Thank you very much. And now I give the floor to the National Mine Action Center in Sri Lanka. The floor is yours.
Hi, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. I'm Mira Muhyiddin Naimuddin. You can call me either Mira or Naimuddin. And from Sri Lanka. And I currently serves as National Director of Mine Action in Sri Lanka. Over the past 2 decades, and I've been deeply engaged in mine action, particularly in strengthening explosive ordnance recirculation, EORE, at national and local level. In recent years, I have led the initiative to update Sri Lanka EORE guidelines and standard operating procedure SOPs with the technical support of GICHT experts. And this work has ensured that our EORE interventions are fully aligned with international best practices and tailored to evolving the local needs. Of course, and the mine action program in Sri Lanka, and we had a 30 years long internal conflict, and it ended in 2009. But before ending the internal conflict, we started mine action program in Sri Lanka in 2002 with the help of, with the assistance of UNDP. And we established the National Mine Action Center in 2010. And from that point, and I'm totally involved with the mine action program in Sri Lanka. Actually, Sri Lanka EORE program is now positioned to remain strong, not only until the achievement of the Article 5 obligations, but also beyond, through long-term integration into key sectors such as education. Sri Lanka is a party, Anti-Personal Mine Ban Convention, and we exceeded the convention in 2017. I was instrumental to, set the ground in Sri Lanka and also to lobby Sri Lanka to exceed the Mine Ban Convention in 2017. Under my leadership, and EORE has been successfully introduced into provincial school education system, and ensuring that risk awareness is embedded among future generations. This work was critical in addressing the particular vulnerabilities of school children, a group that remains at risk due to past contaminations. And through strong collaboration with provincial authorities, and we have developed and deployed school-based EORE curricula that are sustainable and community-driven. And because of our good EORE program, of course, and when we started the mine action activities in 2002, the casualty or the accidents was every year approximately around 240, and we could able to reduce it up to 1 or 2, some years in 0, because of a very good EORE program. And dear friends, and in joining the EORE advisory group starting from 1st June 2025, I intend to bring forward Sri Lanka's experience in transitioning from emergency-driven EORE activities to a sustainable, nationally owned system. And I will contribute actively by sharing practical strategies for integrating EORE into government system, and building local capacity, and designing risk education program that remain effective even in post-clearance settings. Dear friends, and I'm particularly passionate about promoting the integration of EOR into formal education, strengthening community engagement, and developing context-specific approaches for attitudinal change. At the international level, I'm committed to promoting EORE best practices by sharing Sri Lanka's success and challenges with other mine-affected countries. And also, I will advocate for survivor-centered risk education approaches. That is important. The use of localized content to address specific threats, such as unexploded 40 millimeter grenades, which remain a key risk in Sri Lanka, and the importance of adaptability in messaging a risk context change over time. And by contributing Sri Lanka's perspective, and I hope to enhance global thinking on sustainable EORE program, and to support the advisory group in setting strategic directions that are both practical and also impactful. And thank you very much for this opportunity, and thanks a lot.
Thank you very much for your presentation. And last but not least, we invite the Social Welfare Department, Merged District Government of Khyber in Pakistan. I please ask you to unmute yourself, and you have the floor.
Hello everyone, thank you so much for providing me this opportunity. I am Amjad Mahmood. My name is Amjad Mahmood. I have over 12 years of working experience with NGOs in Pakistan, like Norwegian. I work with the Norwegian Refugee Council. I work with the International Rescue Committee. And currently I'm working as a program manager for the project management unit. Child protection, we are mostly doing activities with the child protection related in the conflict areas of in our province, because the areas where we are implementing activities are basically the displaced person over there. There are refugees, and mostly they remain in conflict and past. Coming to the mine risk education, mine risk in our area in Pakistan, we called it mine risk education. And the activities I want to add, supported by UNICEF, and the toolkit we called it mine risk education, is being developed jointly with the government and UNICEF. So mine risk education is a toolkit we are implementing mostly in the communities to for the awareness purpose, and sensitize communities, targeting women, children, and adolescent group, because they are mostly vulnerable to these areas after the conflict situation. So mine risk education toolkit consists of 5 activities. We start from the video animation that can be easily understandable to the children. What are the danger things, what to be picked, what to be not picked, if they seen anything like this, so what to do the next. And then there are some brochure guidance, and at the last we are doing a game exercise with the children, if they have got something, they have listened something, they learn something, so they can pass that game easily. If not, so we revise their sessions with them. This mind risk education toolkit have a very positive impact in areas where we are working. Before, there was a lot of incidents having permanent disabilities, loss of lives of the children's, and mostly the affected ones are like they are going to the forest, playing in a playground because the area remained a conflict zone in the past. So after the awareness session with the children in the communities, with the teachers in schools, out of schools, we got a very positive response in terms of these sessions. And we have currently success stories that they have seen such things and they reported to the concerned authorities in Pakistan. We not directly do demining. There are authorities, BDS, bomb disposable. So the children and the teacher timely informed. So with the implementation of mind risk education, we have successful stories. And as we are working in the conflict areas where the displacement and these days happen, so the prime impact of this intervention is to educate children, communities, teachers, so they can protect themselves from the harms of UXOs, mines, either planted or been flooded by the rains or anything else. So still there is dangers exist, but as I'm working since 2018 with the supported activities of UNICEF, and mind risk is one of our key activities because this is a major threat, especially to the children and adolescent in the area where we are implementing. Coming to the EORE advisory group, I come across this area through search, and I get more resources from them. I have a part of the report assessment at this. So if I am part of this advisory group, so this will help enhance the capacity of national authorities. We can have some good practices implemented in Pakistan. We can get learnings from colleagues, as they mentioned. And EORE is a broader humanitarian and development framework, so educating for a greater recognition of EORE as a life-saving, right-based intervention. This can help us in a safer environment for the affected population, particularly those are at risk, like displaced people, refugees, marginalized groups. So this will help us a lot. Thank you so much for providing me opportunity. Thank you.
Thank you very much for all the presentations. Now all the candidates and all the nominees have gave their presentations, and as I mentioned, I'm going to proceed after we conclude our meeting with sending the recording of the nomination of the candidates nomination pitches, and also I'm going to be sending the online voting forms for national authorities to proceed with the voting until mid-May. Now we can move to a brief questions and answers segments. If any of the attending authorities here have a certain questions for one of the candidates, yeah, please unmute yourself and say your question, or you can post your question in the chat.
Maybe can I say a few words, Lubna?
Yes, please.
While the candidates or other participants are thinking about what they would like to raise, I just want to thank the 6 candidates for the great pitches. It would be me, it would be us. We would be very happy to welcome all of you in this group. The thing is that we have a kind of sailing. We cannot expand the group too much. We need to have a manageable group. So that's why we limited the number of seats for national authorities to 2 and only 2. Perhaps this will change in the future. That would require a discussion among the advisory group if we can really expand the presence of national authorities. That is always possible. But for the time being, we have this sailing, we have this limit. But I just want to reiterate that how impressive it is to hear all of your background, your skills, your motivation. To me, every single authority that we have heard is, of course, eligible for this 2-year term. But it will not be up to us, to the members of this group to vote. It will not be the NGOs, it will not be the UN, it will not be the co-chair. We don't have the right to vote. It will be only the national man action authorities around the globe, including yourself, who will vote for for the candidates that you think would be the best to represent themselves, and very importantly also to represent your community, which is really a committee of member states, of sometimes state parties, sometimes not. Sometimes it's a regional entity, sometimes it's a national one. That is totally fine. But the thing is that those 2 candidates who will be selected will not only bring their voice, but also will be there to represent your community, which is a vast community. I think we have more than 50 national authorities or national or mine action centers across the globe. So it's a very large committee. I just wanted to highlight this and to thank you for the great pitches. Over to you for any questions.
Thank you, Hugues. I'm checking the chat. We haven't received any questions. I think we don't have any questions. Again, before closing, I want to thank you very much for being here, and thank you for your presentations. And Hugues, do you have any last words before we conclude the meeting? And also Furat?
I mean, few words. Again, Hugues has covered everything, but I'm just going to echo Hugues on how amazing the pitches that we've heard today. You're not just bringing a wealth of experience as individuals, but you're bringing a wealth of experience from your own communities, from your own countries, which is significant because we know that a lot of those national mine action authorities have been working for decades. So the wealth of experience that you're bringing is great, it's phenomenal, and we wish that we can have more national mine action representation, but unfortunately we're just limited for 2 right now. And also I'm just gonna echo Hugues on the fact that you all guys are like very much eligible to become the next National Mine Action Authority's representation at the advisory group. And I will be pleased to have you guys joining the group with us, not just to represent your countries, your communities, but also to present the community of National Mine Action Authorities. So thank you so much for your pitches. It's great to hear what you've done, but also your aspiration, not just for your countries, but also on the international level. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Furat, for these great points. For those who are not too familiar with this group, it's a very exciting group where we develop many guidelines, many documents where we develop, we meet 3 times every year on average. And just to give you an example, we are currently finalizing a competency framework for EORE that will help professionalize the sector. And this competency framework will be hopefully will becoming part of the IMAS, the International Management Standards. So for you, when you recruit EORE personnel, when you want to train EORE personnel, you will be able to use this competency framework that really unpack all the competencies that are needed for EORE level 1, EORE level 2, up to level 4 expertise for EORE. So that is typically the type of work that we are doing. It's very technical, to be honest, more than political or of course, it has an advocacy component. Our work is really very much about advocacy, but the bottom line is that we are really a technical group contributing to professionalize the sector. So I just want to thank all of you, I mean, the 6 candidates first, but I want to thank the other participants who joined this event. I think it's important that it's recorded, so many more of your colleagues will be able to look at the recording to help them make their decision for this vote. And I want to thank Lubna for leading us through this process. If you have any technical question, any doubt about the process, whatever, you can always reach out to Fura, to myself, or to Lubna. We are here to serve you, to support you through this process. So stay tuned. We will keep you informed. Of course, the recording will not be in the public domain. It will be only available to mine action authorities, mine action centers, for them to vote. Just want to emphasize this as well. And other than that, if Lubna, you have nothing to add, I have nothing to add. And I just want to thank you, all of you, for this great exchange and these great pitches. Thank you so much.
Thank you, everyone. Thank
Thank you,
you. Enjoy
everyone.
your
Thank
day.
you. Thank you, Lubna. Thanks a lot.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you, everyone, and goodbye. And good luck.